it. What you mean? What's going on, everybody? It's Matt from 9 Day Performance, and behind me, as you can see, is the vehicle that you've seen in the other videos where we were doing the build. This is none other than the 426 Charger that we built for our customer KB out of Louisiana. Today's video, we're going to be going over the build, going over what's done to the car, and answering some questions that some people had on the comments, like why it's only making 850 horsepower right now. Basically, first off, car is a standard 6.4 SRT Charger. That's what it was built as. And what we did is we took that motor out, got it machined, got it bored 10 over, and we put a 426 stroker inside the engine. What that means is we put different pistons, rods, and a crank. The rods have a longer stroke, which means that the pistons can come down in the bore further down, which then causes more displacement to be created whenever that happens. Right now it's on a conservative compression. I think it's like 10.5 to 1, so it's nothing super extravagant, but it's just enough to keep it spicy when it's NA and still have lots of power when it's in boost. As of currently, the vehicle is making around 10 pounds of boost, so it's not turned anywhere near all the way up. It's actually turned way down. I'll pull you a little closer here so we can go over the engine bay. So as you can see here, we have the Whipple Supercharger 3.0. We have a Kong Performance 108 throttle body, leg maker intake. It does have a wine mod on it. In my opinion, the wine mods are okay. They're not really all that great, but it's what the customer wanted. It's what he paid for, so that's what he got.
It's my money, and I need it now!
We have the FRP 426 stroker. It has a widowmaker cam, stainless works long tubes, high flow cats. And that's pretty much everything encompassing in here. We do have ARP main studs, ARP head studs. Everything's fully built for 1200 horsepower. The question is, why is it only making 850 right now? And I've gotten that question a few times when we were discussing this build on the channel. It's because the axles are still stock. As of current, we have not changed the axles yet. The owner wants to change them up pretty soon, and when it comes back, we're going to turn it up to around 1,000, which is where he wants it to be at. This motor is built for 1,200 horsepower though, so all the stuff that you see and all the money that was poured into it, yes, it makes more than 850. It's only on 10 pounds of boost. This Whipple can go up to around 20 to 22 pounds of boost, so we have way more. And as far as power goes, your typical power is going to be about 30 horsepower for every 1 pound of boost. So we have another 12 pounds of boost. So 12 times 3. Do that math. That's how much power we can still add to this. That's not even including anything else. We can also adjust fueling. We can adjust timing. It is on E85. We're going to also go down to the drivetrain. Drivetrain on this one is going to be a Sipple Speed Performance max effort 8HP 70 with a one-piece drive shaft from Driveshaft shop. So everything in the drivetrain is built, ready, except for the axles. We're going to do the axles, and we're going to do a rear diff brace. We're going to do a safety loop on it, and then we're going to turn it up. But for right now, we're putting it at 850, and that's what the goal was for this whole build when I discussed it with the customer. He said he wanted 800 to 850 horsepower, so we shot to the top end of that, had the pulley guess correct, right around 10 pounds of boost, and it made just over 850 rear wheel horsepower. It's very healthy, very happy, very nice build. We'll come around, as you can see, 426 badges. We did paint the calipers with G2 caliper paint. I personally did not like the G2 caliper paint's results compared to a traditional painting. Inside, we did get the nice steering wheel installed. We have the gauge cluster that we swapped out, that we'll have the video on for that one as well, that Jordan did. This gauge cluster came from US Speedo. This gauge cluster came from US Speedo. Now, for that one, I'm going to also discuss what happened with the US Speedo case. When you're installing these speedometers or the faces, sometimes the needles tend to get broke. It's very, very common. Not necessarily the needle itself, but the motor behind it. Whenever you do the twist to unlock, sometimes they just break. US Speedo covered that for us. We paid for shipping. They covered all the repairs for it because they said it's very common. They fix these all the time. So they repaired that portion, sent us the gauge cluster back, and we got it reinstalled in the car. So all of that is well, all of that is done. One of the most important modifications to this vehicle that we have not mentioned yet is the tuning. This vehicle was tuned by FRP Tuning. Ryan and the team over there always take care of us, and as you know, Night and Day Performance exclusively uses FRP parts. So this does have all FRP parts, including FRP Tuning. If you're all asking the question of, hey, who's the best person to tune my car? I have a Tomahawk, I have a Widowmaker, I have this and this. You might want to look at the people that made the parts for you. Ryan over at FRP is the GOAT when it comes to the Hemi tuning, in my opinion. There are others that are really reputable. When I say others, I mean there's like 3 or 4 that I would actually consider reputable tuners. I've used them before, but FRP does all of our tuning here in-house with the shop. And if you guys need any tuning done, give them a shout. Let them know Night and Day Performance sent you, and they'll get you right. And then around back, more goodies. We have the Forged Star wheels you saw me mount and balance, or mount the tires on these Mickey Thompson ET Street R's. There's one here, there's one in the trunk. He's gonna have time to play with those once he gets back to Louisiana. The reason we don't have them on now is because you don't want to drive on drag radials for a long period of time. You drive on them for 200-300 miles, you're putting unnecessary wear on them, and they're gonna end up having issues. Aside from that, we did small things to the car. We replaced the headlights. We ran a full, complete fuel system on this. This is a dual pump return system that I ran in-house. So we got that done. It has plenty of fuel. It has 1300 cc injectors from Injector Dynamics, NGK spark plugs, and I mean everything else is pretty much the typical thing you would see in a Hemi build. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna do a startup, and I'm gonna show you one of the other cool features that we did in this vehicle, which is the Valvetronics Designs exhaust system. So I'm gonna put you guys in the back, start it up with both options so you can hear it. How it sounds with the valves closed, and then with the click of a button you get that beautiful FRP cam sound, and it's super crisp. So that's the Valvetronics exhaust. That's the build. Now I'm gonna walk you around, do a little montage of the car so you can check it out. Now that we got that done, we jump back in with you. What we're gonna do now, we got the car cleaned up. You got the wheel in the back seat there, and we're gonna run over to the shop, and KB's actually come into town. He's ready to pick this up and drive this car all the way back to Louisiana. I believe he's going back to Baton Rouge, but if you see the car, give him a shout when you're out in traffic, and then we're gonna get his reaction on the car. I'll probably take him out for a spin, I'll do a drive, let him do some driving, and we'll see how he likes the car, see how he likes to build. Let's check in with him when we get back to the shop. There he is. Hey, I fixed the hood struts. We're gonna get your reaction to the car though.
God damn, got that bitch whining.
I got your hood struts fixed. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Don't rub it. Don't rub it. Make love to it.
God damn.
Make love to it. I'm gonna take you on the test drive too.
Shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, you did your thing, bro. You did your thing, bro.
You like it?
I love it. What you mean?
The Valvetronics works now too. For the quiet people, you just do that, and then when you want to be loud, you hit the bottom one.
Okay. That's the top.
Yeah. Top one makes it quiet. Just press one time.
Oh yeah, that's what I need.
Yep.
That's perfect.
That's super quiet.
That's perfect.
And then you press the bottom one, it gets obnoxious.
Yeah, that's what I need though right now.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It'll be alright. I can still see him cry. Still see him cry. You see your tires in the back.
Yeah, them bitches going on today.
Today, when you get back. Because everything works now, so you got your full power. Don't be doing no digs until you get tires on that bitch.
I ain't gonna even fuck with that. I ain't gonna fuck with that at all.
I mean, I wouldn't do digs until you get axles.
Axles, tires, I ain't gonna diff brakes, I ain't gonna fuck with that. I ain't that hard headed.
So you gotta be rolling. Can't do no slow shit. And then the skill break loose. See, these people dumb over here. I already got pulled over in your car, by the way.
Bro,
I got pulled over 2 days ago. You know the registration expired? I said this ain't my car. All right, well here's a warning. Why you gonna give me a warning?
How when is it?
November.
Last 24? Check my mail, man.
Like, I ain't worried about y'all. They always try to do stuff like that. Think I'm gonna give you a warning.
They gonna be tripping about that shit in Louisiana, but I know Texas is.
No, it's here because they saw me drive by in your car the other day over at Advance. And when I drove by, I was ducking because I was like, he gonna pull me over for tent or something stupid.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna just go park in Advance. So I sat in Advance for about 30, 45 minutes and he drove off. Then he saw me the next day and he was like, oh, okay. Now I'm gonna pull you over and see what's up. You know your registration expired? It ain't my registration.
So you think we can make 1,000 with the 6 wheel?
Maybe.
It's gonna do a lot of belts.
Yeah, the thing is, it's stretching the belt already. That's not necessarily because of the pulley size. It's just because of the simple fact that it's got a lot of tension. That's a strong tensioner. But that tensioner looks like it's a 10 rib too, so it'll work when we do the 10 rib conversion too. I'd have to check. 10 rib conversion is just so expensive. It's
I know this shit like the kit like $5 grand. Huh?
Yeah, it's like 4,000. Well, you can subtract some stuff because you don't need the blower spacers and all that other stuff for the Hellcat, but it's still expensive. When you leave, go this way, go to HEB. This should be the same way you're going to head there, but you need to go to the HEB down here and fill up with E, fill up the cans with E.
Alright, I need to go get 2 more cans.
You only got 4? You gonna take 4?
Yeah, I ain't trying to take no chances. I thought bullshitting with that.
I mean, if it was like a stranded type situation, you could probably just put 93 in it and limp to the next station, but it's not good.
Yo, what the bro? You done built a Frankenstein. God damn.
That's what you wanted, right?
God damn.
Ain't that what you wanted?
What?
Ain't that what you wanted?
God damn.
You said build a monster, I got you.
Fuck.
Now that's with tire spin.
Yo, I love this bitch.
That's with tire spin.
I know.
Because even at a roll, they still spin. Turn around, head back to the shop. Yeah, anything down low though, like down here, don't even like, yeah, like it automatically pulls. And then on your gauge over here, that wide open throttle, if you see anything above like 12.5, like it starts going to 12.5, 13, let out. That's when it starts going lean. Optimal, what he wants around these is around 11.0, 11.3 under wide open throttle. Okay. When you first hit it, the second pump comes on, it will confuse the gauge and it'll pop a 10.0. It's still fine as long as it doesn't just sit at 10.0. Okay. But even then, being rich is not necessarily a big issue. Under boost, being lean is a problem. So like before, when we were doing it and the second pump wasn't working, it was going like 13.5. Okay. So we noticeably saw there was a problem.
How much boost I'm running, like
10, like 10 pounds. Not even a lot.
You think when I get my money to take on? Damn!
Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
God damn, God. What the
You didn't think it was gonna be like that?
Nah, I knew it was gonna be like that, but God
you
damn.
just wasn't ready for it.
Nah, I wasn't ready at all.
I remember last time at FRP, you wasn't ready for it either.
I was not ready.
You almost went in the ditch.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. I was about to flip this bitch over with John in the
I
car.
saw that shit. I saw the tail lights. I said, there it go. I said, there it go. So you got all your power. She ready to move. The wine mod is not super noticeable either.
Nah, I just hit a blower though.
You can hear the wine mod down there.
Yeah.
That is the wine mod.
Yeah.
That little bit of a whine.
Yeah.
It's just not as loud as I thought it was gonna be.
Nah.
Because it has a little baffle screen on it to keep like a whole bunch of contaminants from getting sucked in the blower. Yeah. So it makes it quieter. But
yeah, they catfished me on a YouTube video.
Yeah, they made it. Like bro, we was crying when we got in the shop. We were like, man, this thing about to be hard. All of a sudden we got in. Jordan closed the doors and fired it up. He was like, what the hell? He revved it and went, he's like, what the f was that? What the f was that? And then I came back and they were laughing around the car. I was like, why y'all laughing? They were like, bro, get inside and rev that bitch. I got in, I said, no. But then also when you're driving, if you switch the to quiet mode, it's not super loud as far as the exhaust. That's a cop. That's Jersey Village PD right there.
You got more long sleeves than me? I could cop my girl one.
Nah, I'm gonna send you a package in the mail. I'm gonna send you some shirts and shit and a hoodie. My wife about to make a whole bunch of new merch, so.
Cause I gave her the other one, but it's too big for us.
Nah, you good. Yeah, she it was weird. The same designs we've been using, we sent for prints, and they were like, yeah, well, it's not a good resolution. I was like, it's the same ones we've been using, so we had to get a new design made, which requires me to do work, and yeah. But like this road right here, I don't even try it on, like with this dust and stuff.
Yeah. So what you think better, the chiller or ice tank?
For your situation, chiller.
Chiller, yeah.
The IC chiller is gonna be your best bet, because that's what happened to the Trackhawk. Remember the Trackhawk that blew up?
Yeah.
That's what happened, is he didn't have a chiller. So he told us he wasn't doing any half-mile runs and stuff like that. Yeah. And we set it up for quarter and eighth mile, and the heat is good for quarter, eighth mile. Once you get past that quarter mile, the heat is so much that if you don't let off, it'll start overheating and melting shit with the timing, because it's not made for that. So that's why we always ask, like, hey, what's your plans? And if they're like, hey, I'm going to the half mile, I'm going to the Texas mile, we would pull timing way back, turn the boost down. Like, we're like, hey, you can't make that much power going to the Texas mile.
See, for me, this like really a weekend fun car. So I know ice tank is mainly for when you drag racing.
Yeah, that's for drag racing. The IC chiller is going to be something that's not, you don't have to maintain it. You know what I mean? It just works with your AC system. It keeps everything cool all the time. Okay. You don't have to worry about it. The ice tank, then you got to fill it up with ice. And if you're on a daily driver type deal, it's pointless to have an ice tank. Because as soon as you start driving, it's going to melt.
And with the tires, I can use my regular lug nuts.
We'll have to see. Those, it might, if it doesn't, I never put them on the car.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit, just let me know. We can get some cheap. You can get them from the parts store though. They'll have the smaller lug nuts, the smaller splines.
All right, for sure.
You ready to do some donuts? Donuts? You ready to do some donuts? Let's go do some donuts. Want to do donuts? Come on. Don't be scared, man. hey, don't bullshit. I'll do a donut in this motherfucker now. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Go.
Oh.
He's tired going anyway.
He said go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll do that bitch right here.
Don't lose a fight. This is what I do.
Oh, this dude a fucking madman. God damn. Yo. Yo.
Yes, they are.
This motherfucking crazy. God damn.
And it didn't even hurt the tires.
This bitch look good.
It didn't even hurt the tires at all. So what you think?
You the man, bro.
No, you the man.
Nah, you the man.
You the man in New Orleans.
You the man.
Down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge, you know? Thank you, bro.
You gonna go tear him up?